Guys, we are here live into the building. Tuesday night, chillin' chatting in another Let's Go show, guys. We made it to 2026. I hope that each and every one of you guys had a fantastic New Year's. And can you believe it that the Let's Go show now is in your tree? Go! Yeah, that's right. That's right, soundboard. We are in year 3. We've made it. Guys, this is quite an accomplishment, I think, for us to still be here. Guys, we have CES. Where are you? Like a year ago today, I believe we broke huge iconic news. I mean, we had people streaming at 6:30 in the morning. Like insane, right? Insane. I put out a video. We went live later that night. It was a huge celebration. Now it's tumbleweeds. Is there stuff that's going on and I'm just out of the loop? Please let me know, chat. Because to my knowledge, nothing has been released and nothing has been talked about. But we're going to talk about the nothingness tonight. And is that a little concerning, or is that exactly what you expected? There's two sides to the story here. We're going to talk about it. Also, guys, we're going to do a little unboxing. Let's go, baby. I got a little special package. You know, you talk about something and bam, it shows up at your front door. So this is exciting because I'm going to share it with you because there's a lot of you modders out there that are want to do this to your arcade one-ups and future arcade one-ups as well. And guys, I couldn't resist the FOMO. I got to be honest with you. Boxing Day sale for Corner Arcades. I feel like I'm late to the party here. I mean, these guys have been around for quite some time, and I'm just catching up. But man, I'm making headway because we made a purchase. We had to take advantage again of another sale. So we will show you. We'll talk about it for you Corner Arcade fans out there. Kind of break some stuff down for you because I've already kind of outgrew the space that I had for these things. And wow, we're only a few months into collecting these, not even. So we're going to talk about your setups. If you have pictures of your Corner Arcade setups, I want to see them. Email them to me at thecornercade@gmail.com and I will show them live on the show tonight. We'll talk about them. I got a bookcase shelving idea because you got to be able to fit these things in awkward places, right? So we're going to talk about that tonight as well. And guys, of course, whatever you want to talk about as well. This is a slow news week, man. We don't got a lot to talk about. So we're going to make the most of it. It's a Let's Go show. We meet once a week here unless there's breaking news, guys. So before we get started, I'm going to get started with you guys in the chat. I'm going to scroll all the way up like I always do. And Big Vicious is our first comment of 2026. Can you believe it, guys? We made it. Also, before we get to Vic, little housekeeping news and notes. We're going to be getting a new introduction, baby. Oh, yeah. We're going to be getting some new graphics for the show, so I'm very excited about that. I got the best of the best working on that. So that'll come. They're making them right now, so we'll see what happens because I'm excited. I just used the stuff that I threw together, but now we're going to look professional around here for sure. Vic Fish is my channel moderator, and I could only assume CornerCade crew channel member me. You donate enough to the channel here. Says, I have faith we'll see something revealed soon. If not, F me, right? Yeah, I'm kind of on the same wavelength, man. I'm feeling the same as you. What's going on? Where's everybody? What's going on? Vic, you also said, if this is another mini cab unboxing, I'm going to the bathroom. Vic, you got to get on board with these Corner Arcades, man. I'm not the only one that loves these things, you know what I'm saying? Calvin Wong, always smiling and bringing that smile into 2026, man. Let's go. Thank you guys for being here. Jay is in the house. Showtime Gaming, Arcade What Up, Basic Fun, Control Panel Conversion Kits. Interesting. What about swapping monitors? Better Get a Pie, Betasera, Mini PC. They got you covered. We're going to talk about Showtime Gaming tonight, guys, because they sent me out a package, and I'm very excited. Because I talked about this before. I made a community post, and we got to talking, and man, I just need to get some IL sticks, and I'm ready to go. They sent me a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll take a look at it. I haven't opened the box yet. We're going to take a look at it live on the show tonight. We're going to do a live unboxing. I feel like I'm Quarterdeck Arcade here. Pete, doing the Sunday morning show. We're doing a live unboxing. Oh, JJ's got another comment. He's continuing his journey here. Guess we'll find out. Does anyone know if any home arcade vendors are at CES? Honestly, it's like, I got to be honest with you. CES is... Wait, hold on. I think I got one for that. Hold on. Where is it? CES is. So my arcade is there, but it's like with the same stuff they showed up last year with. They're still trying to announce the same stuff they were announcing the year before. See, Iconic Arcade. That's why you don't show up like that. What a waste, right? what is it, like 70 grand? Just get a booth down there? Insane. That is nuts. All right. To each their own, I guess, right? To each their own. We're going to talk about CES tonight, guys. There might be some breaking news on the show. Who knows? I highly doubt it. Usually the stuff comes right in the morning. So, yeah, I don't know. Goofyfoot, CornerCade Crew channel member. I heard there was nothing there but AI crap. Yeah, at CES, a bunch of AI robots and vacuums and TVs and whatnot. I can only imagine, man. Shrek, thank you so much, man, for being here. CornerCade Crew channel member. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. That's right. Let's go into the new year, 2026. Let's go, man. Darren Kang, thank you so much, man, for being here. I wish I was in Vegas, but not for CES, but for the buffets. You are not wrong at all. I'm a big foodie. In fact, I just had a bunch of Chinese food, and I feel like I'm gonna hurl. I'm packed. I'm stuffed. I am stuffed. That was the wife's request tonight, was Chinese. JJ said, where did you get that intro video? The cyber-looking flyover CornerCade, very cool. It's funny that you see that because we're changing everything now. I actually made all that. I make everything myself. So I don't outsource anything up until now. My banners on my YouTube channel, graphics, thumbnails, it's all me. It's all me. The video editing, it's all me, you know, through apps and whatnot, right? I do it all on my phone. Can you believe it or not? Right? That's insane. So thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna switch things up. It'll look way better. Trust me. Trust me. Things are gonna look really good now. Not that you need it for a YouTube channel, but it's always nice to look professional, right? It's always nice to have a little bit sharp look, right, to your stuff. So I pride myself on a little bit of that, So we'll see where this goes. And I don't know. It's gonna be a surprise to me, and I know you guys are gonna like it. When I first debuted this whole intro with the song, I had a big smile on my face. I had the goosebumps going. I was like, dude, people are gonna love this, because we just had a countdown before, which was cool. I had my buddy that I worked with do it, but this was like a movie intro, man. It's gonna be dope. So yeah, I did it all myself. If you ever wondered, I self-taught myself everything. I did a lot over the pandemic. I self-taught myself like graphic design a little bit, just a little bit, right? I'm no pro, trust me. And I self-taught myself how to cut hair, like do fades and stuff. So I, cut my son's hair and my hair. So it saves money. I'll tell you that much. It saves money. Stockjock, thank you so much, man, for being here. CornerCade Crew channel member. That's not a Robotron shirt. No, I got your Robotron shirt still. In fact, I was going to wear a different shirt, and I couldn't find it. So now I'm King of Fighters right now. But there you go. You got what you got. Stockjock, thank you for being here, man. It really means a lot to me. Everybody. It's just not Stockjock included, right? ASO Jack's Media Grounds in the house, man. I have a feeling that Iconic might have learned a lesson this past year, rather not show up and to not show anything that they're waiting for until they have a product to show. And ASO Jack's, we're going to talk about that. You might be right. Might have taken some people's advice, including my own, right? I said you shouldn't go. Just trust me on this. I got to be honest with you, though. When that Alpha Cab comes to the CornerCade and we do an unboxing and I'm hitting the sticks and buttons on that thing, once I get the proper sticks put in, I am going to have so much fun. I can just feel it. Playing those Street Fighter games, man, like it's going to be so awesome. And then it's going to really trickle down to, okay, where's the Double Dragon Cab? Where's Turtles XL or whatever else is going to come out? I'm going to be really excited for this stuff. It's going to be really cool, but it's like the wait is just exhausting. It truly is. It's like you're watching grass grow in the home arcade community. It's terrible, man. I don't get it. I don't understand, Mr. Murph Dog. You never miss a show. Thank you, man, for being here all the way from Hawaii, man. Let's go. Julio Hernandez, CornerCade Crew, channel moderator. Every era has its stories, but once in a lifetime, a name rises above the rest. A legend born from action, a myth shaped by those who witness greatness. The CornerCade. Let's fucking go, baby. I'll take it. You are hilarious. ASO Jack says, Danny, generative AI. I've never seen him in the same room as an AI server farm, so he might be. Hey, you never know, right? You never know. I'm always ready to go. Boxing Day, who we fighting? Ready? Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hey, guys, guess what I just started watching? You're never going to believe it. Dragon Ball Z. I found... I saw a little bit back in the day. I just started watching it. But it's hard to watch because I can only get, I'm trying to watch it free on YouTube, right? So I'm only getting like episodes here and there. I want to get into Dragon Ball. But how long is Dragon Ball? Because there's like, I feel like a bunch of different like universes or something, right? I don't know. I started out with, episode 1, and we're kind of going from there. I got to 3, or 4, but remember they were all cut up on YouTube, so it's hard to like. So I got to get the full episodes. So maybe somebody can help me out with that, because I don't know. It's cool, right? It's nerdy, but it's cool. I'll take it. Dragon Ball Z. I never thought. Retro Roofer, the Bears. That's right, baby. The Bears are in the building. Well, hey, hold on a second. Don't go nowhere. The Bears are in the playoffs, baby, against the Packers. Oh my God, it is going to be nuts, guys. Soldier Field, Saturday night. It's going to be ripping and gripping, dude. You're going to hear the whole stadium chanting, Green Bay sucks. They're going to have the cheese graters on their head. I am very, very excited for this one. Fingers crossed. I got them advancing, but we'll see. We'll see. It's been one hell of a season regardless. I've had some fun with the games for sure. And you Bears fans definitely had fun this season for sure. What a hell of a turnaround, man. And John Harbaugh just getting fired from the Ravens. That's breaking news. Not Home Arcade breaking news, but I think it was time for a change. 18 years as the Baltimore Ravens head coach. That's quite a ride. I mean, he's going to be first in line to get any job he wants in the National Football League if he pursues to do so. T. Perez, channel moderator of mine. I hear My Arcade debuted Mega Players for CounterCades, expanding their Game Station Go line, and revealed collaborations with Capcom and Bandai Namco. Yeah, that was last year. We've already seen all this stuff, guys. We've seen that CounterCade. We've seen all that last year. It's all last year. I've seen a couple of YouTubers that were down there. John from Gen X Grown Up, he was repeating the same thing. It's all last year's stuff. So pretty disappointing. Unless there's something new there, guys, that I might have slipped by the cracks here. It's all old stuff at CES right now, which is wild. Like I don't get it. Why would you pay money to just do the same thing over again? I don't know. BB&J Racing, CornerCade Crew channel member, love Quarter Arcades too, guys. We're gonna talk about Quarter Arcades because they're putting some stuff out, and I'm pretty excited. I have 5 to the collection right now. We'll talk about that, guys. I promise you. New addict here, Jimmy Z. Let's go, baby. Jimmy doesn't like that. A little Seinfeld reference. What's up, fellas? New addict here. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by, being here, and being a channel member with us. And remember, always like the videos. That always goes a mile, dude, for supporting the channel. Leave a comment after everything that you see. I'll engage with every single thing. I promise you guys. I get engagement on so many videos. I got people still hitting me up about Mortal Kombat reviews I did 3 years ago, right? It's insane. So it's always fun to interact with you guys through the comment section for sure. Chris Nooner is in the building, Seahawks and all. He's gearing up for the playoffs. I know. What's up, my guy? What is up, man? Thank you for being here, dude. Yeah, I think I saw that the retro line. I think I saw that too. Yeah. I don't think any of it's new though. So I think it's all the same stuff. Retro Roofer, Arcade 1-Up, they're revealing their new XLs. Yeah, I wish. So Wish Basic Fun was cooking something up. We need to start filling these gaps here, man. I got 3 spots for XLs that I was promised this year, right? We were going to get a Star Wars, we're going to get a Centipede, we're going to get a WrestleFest. Where are you? And then we got the Alpha 2 coming. I mean, come on. Let's go, man. I mean, if those cabinets, if that's not a let's go, man, I don't know what is, right? Oh, Vic Vicious, this is going to go down in history. 2026, you own 2026, my man, because you were the first super chat of 2026. Guys, let's get go. Vic says the first CES, you mean? The first sports center of 2026. But I'm going to assume you put CES of 2026, and we're still waiting on arcade news. Yeah, man, you and me both. That's a big...
Here comes a new challenger.
I wish. We thought we had that. We got nothing, baby. We got nothing. It's kind of disappointing if you think about it. Chris Nooner says, but you'll be hungry again in about 30 to 45 minutes. Happens to me with Chinese food. We'll see. That'd be funny. It happens with me with pasta. Believe it or not. I eat like a bowl of spaghetti, whatever else is in there, chicken, meatballs, whatever, right? And my stomach is gargling after I ate it. I was like, we just ate. Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Like, we just had a big bowl of pasta, baby. What's going on? Jason Little Alien, thank you so much, man, for being here and moderating as always. CornerCade crew moderator, let's go. We got Julio Hernandez says, good evening, everyone. But you already said hi, but you did like this epic movie intro. Let's see what the new year brings. I'm just hoping that we can anybody can deliver at this point, right? Ready for some NFL playoffs. Darn Niners laid a huge egg. Oh man, it's gonna be a wild ride. Mad Gear, maybe. I don't know. I never counted. I mean, let's do the math here, guys. I don't have my phone with me. It's on the charger. We had a busy day today. Okay, so hold on a second. So if you take 4 times 12, because we do an episode a week, if there's breaking news, my mathematician's in there. Let's do so do 4 times 12, then times 3, right? Or you can do 4 times 36. Is that correct? That's how many shows we've done? Does that make sense? That the math might be there. The math might be mathing for sure. Darren Kang says, just for the timeline, I started working at Arcade One Up in February 2020. Wasn't awesome to see vids of them at CES 2020 a month earlier. That I'd be joining the company. Exciting times. I'm sure it was a wild ride back then. Yeah. We're going to see if companies can start doing some stuff now. I mean, we don't have that same excitement anymore where it's like, you have all the cabinets. You got 3, 4, 5 different cabinets out there. It's just a different time, man. And so I hope we can get some news of something. It seems like maybe stuff won't be said there and they're just going to put it on websites in the future. We're going to talk about that because there's been an acquisition of Arcade One Up and maybe, the dust needs to settle, quote unquote. And maybe in the summertime, we start to see some stuff moving and grooving. So it might just be the timing thing with this one this year, which would be kind of, okay. Did you do the math already? Now, remember, we do breaking news, too. Does that count as a Let's Go show? I don't know, I don't know. 291 episodes deep, man. Holy moly. So we're rolling with 300. We're rolling. We're rolling close there. If the math is correct. J-Rod says, I started watching in 1991. 1991? The Let's Go show? Or... they're still putting out new stuff. We have a lot of catching up to. Who did you start watching? Oh, are you talking about Dragon Ball Z? I got to catch up to the chat. So we're talking about either Let's Go show in 1991, which would be retro as all hell, or we're talking about Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z came out in 91? I thought that was like high school. I'm sorry, high school for me was 2000 to 2004. I thought you guys would have known that, right? Oh, I would love for that to happen, dude. Oh man, that would be really, really nice. Yeah. Oh, super chat. CES. Okay, let's revisit this. Okay, first super chat of 2026. Okay. Well, we're talking about I don't know. We were talking about CES, and my brain, like scrambled eggs, looked at it. Super chat of 2026. Vic, I'm gonna give you your money's worth. Let's go, baby. There we go, baby. First super chat of 2026. We do it right around here. You gotta love when things are live, baby. I can't believe it was right over my head. Let's go, baby. John J. He's a winner of a Kickstarter. I don't know why he's called a Quicks. I'm really starting to get scrambled brains here, guys. It's the lights. I think it's the lights. It's killing me. These big, bright lights that are here. Kicks, John J., you're enjoying your quarter arcade. And do you have any other ones? I don't know. You won that one off Arcades Anonymous from Jason Little Aliens giveaway. But did you have any other ones to add to that collection? He says, the news I heard is Lego is coming out with smart bricks. They light up and make actual noises. Interesting. So that's what we have to report from CES is smart Legos. Oh boy, we're in trouble now. Dragon Ball Z was from 1991. Well, I got a lot of catching up to do then. Holy cow. Is it still on? Or is it's ended, right? I'm a rookie here with Dragon Ball. If I got any Dragon Ball heads in the house, let me know. Mike Hawkers, thank you so much, man, for being here. CornerCade crew, channel member as well. If they showed up in Vegas with new products, most people would be mad, while some people would complain that nothing was shown. Yeah, it's kind of like a bad look. We'll talk about that for sure. You gotta, yeah. There's really, you can't win here, but a part of that is your own fault, right? You came out guns a blazing, iconic arcade. June, everybody gets it. Everybody's getting a cab, and delay after delay after delay. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, okay. So we are completely wrong. Thank you, Mad Gear Arcade. So 291 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. Okay, we're over 3 here. Vic, I might need you to take over the show. I gotta go to bed. I gotta end the show. So 291 episodes. I wish I had my phone. Wait, we have a calculator on here. Hold on a second. We got the computer calculator. Let's see here. Let's do a little CornerCade math here real quick. Okay, so if I do 4 episodes a month times 12, right? Because that's 12 months in a year. No, that's not right. Hold on a second. Well, yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, I'm not even close. Wait, hold on a second. Times, I think I've been doing this for 3 years. I would only be at 144 shows. I'm catching up to Dragon Ball, guys. I'm getting there. Kind of feel like we've been doing a lot more live streams than 144, but man, I could be wrong. Provolone Joe says the news coming in on Home Arcade has been dreadful lately. Yes, it has, man. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, we still weather out the storm here. Right? We still have fun. We got a lot to talk about still. Dragon Ball Z. Damn, Vic, you're making me feel young. In 91, I was a freshman in high school. Dragon Ball Z, let's go. So there are a lot of Dragon Ball heads in here. Let's go. Devastator Omega. If Dragon Ball Z looked like the Kai version that cuts all the filters, just saying the story and action. When I was looking up Dragon Ball Z, there was like, different like sagas, or I don't know how to explain it. Chapters? Like what? I don't know. I wanted to get to the bare bones original, right? With like Vegeta and the whole, cast of characters, That's where I was trying to start from the original. All right, guys, we are caught up with the chat, guys. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I fumbled out of the gate a little bit. It's okay. It's 2026. We got to dust off the shoulders, baby. We got to keep it rocking and rolling. All right, where should we start here? No new CES. Guys, this is a good or bad thing. I have a poll going up in the chat. It says there's no news from CES regarding basic fun and iconic arcade. Good news. Yes, product is still coming. No, it's going to be a wait. And when I mean a wait, we're talking about like summertime, maybe next year. 72% to 28% is saying no, it's going to be a wait. And that's kind of the vibes that we're kind of getting from this. And thank you for my Dragon Ball fans in here. Dragon Ball Z ended in 95 in Japan, but there are 3 additional series since. Unfortunately, the creator passed 2 years ago, so the future of the franchise is uncertain. Devastator Omega is going to clarify. Dragon Ball Z Kai has all the sagas, Frieza, Android, and Cell sagas. Yeah. I need maybe I should Google search like a timeline to watch these things. I wish I could watch them straight through. I mean, like I said, I've seen Dragon Ball. I know what Dragon Ball is, right? Gohan. I mean, I'm trying to trying to get all the characters, but I wanted to like rewatch them as like an adult. When you do these things as an adult, you can like understand it and respect it more, right? Like it was different watching as like a kid. It's just on. It's just like, oh, okay, whatever. But now you start to understand things a lot more that when you've progressed in life. So I was like, oh, let me rewatch Dragon Ball Z. Not that I've seen every episode, because I haven't. I've barely seen the first season. But yeah. All right. We're making progress here. CES, guys. Okay. So my advice was, let's talk about iconic arcade. My advice was to stay away from CES. It seems like they've kind of taken that advice now. It's not like they just listened to me directly, but I mean, it's kind of obvious at this point, right? You don't have a cabinet out. Let's get this Street Fighter cabinet finally put to bed and finally put out. Let's get the bad taste out of people's mouths with the delays and all the other nonsense that's been going on. And we're now to this point where exactly to a year that it was supposed to, that was announced, it's now still not out. And it will be on about a month from now when it starts hopefully either hitting the ports or people's homes. So maybe end of February. Sometime in February, we were supposed to get these cabinets, I think. Right now, I'm just a fan like any of you guys, holding onto their seats, hoping for the very best out of this cabinet. Now, I've said this 1,000 times. I will not stop saying it. once this is announced and Double Dragon is announced, beautiful looking cab, by the way. I'm just gonna say it at 150 off the Double Dragon cab, and a lot of people are like, yeah, you're crazy. All right, well, hey, look, double down, Iconic Arcade, make it right. You know, when I was a manager, I've always been a manager everywhere I've worked, but when I was a manager like a food restaurant, if there's a messed up order, we messed it up the third time, I get the employees out of the way. I'm gonna take care of this myself. Here's a bunch of free coupons for a bunch of free dishes when you come back. Here's cookies, brownies. Here's double batches of everything you ordered. I ordered 3 of. I'll give you the damn house because it don't matter, right? Because at the end of the day, you got to win back the customer's loyalty and the customer's love, right? And it's very hard to do that when you have such a negative first impression. Right? First impressions are everything, guys. Like if you go on a date and you had a bad first impression, you're probably not getting a call back. Let's just be honest, right? 9 times out of 9, you're not getting a call back from that same lucky lady that took you out the first time, right? So same ideal here, right? If you had a bad first impression, right, like you did now, Iconic Arcade, you go the extra mile and make it up to the customer, even if it's $100 off, right? Do something impactful. And I've always said this too: no pre-orders. All right. While you're making that Street Fighter cab, the Double Dragon cab should be made as well, right? And I don't know the time frame. I don't know if that's going to be impossible with the Chinese New Year. I don't know. Not my business, because I'm not getting paid from Iconic Arcade. Now, if I'm getting paid, baby, if I'm working there, oh yeah, then we'll cook it with fire, baby. Let's go. But that's just my 2 cents, right? And when you announce that Double Dragon cab, it could be a month from when, it could be March, it could be April, it could be May, right? They're ready to go right now, and this is the price. $600, $550, right? And that was crazy. Hear me out. That's how you win back your customers. Then I think after that Double Dragon cab, all bets are off. You could choose to do pre-orders if you want. I would stay away from those. You could then have the cabinets at full price. Not a problem. I feel like everybody's even Steven at that point, right? Go the extra mile. Take care of the customer. Without the customers, you are not a company, period. If nobody's buying anything, you are SOL. So that's the Iconic part, right? So we're still in a wait and see phase with them. Now, Basic Fun, Arcade 1-Up, Arcade Classics, they gotta fix that. There's gotta be a statement out soon of what identity they are. Gotta figure that out real quick. It's disappointing that there's nothing at CES. There's a little bit more concerning because they came out of the gate strong with 3 cabinets, right? And they messed up on all 3 of them. And then they delayed their Supreme line. So their Ultra line came out, kind of just fumbled out of the gate, left, right, and center. There's a lot of issues with those. Now, I'm sure a lot of people will still enjoy those cabinets that they have it, but for hardcore people who this is now their 80th cabinet, you're like, this ain't good enough. And there's multiple reasons why. Now, for people that are just getting into this hobby, you guys are probably like, dude, this is awesome, right? This is so cool. Of course, enjoy them. Like, that's what we want to do with these products at the end of the day. So, all things considered, I think they stumbled out of the gate. Then they delayed their Supreme line. And now we're like, what's going on, guys? Like, so I understand that the delays, and I get things happen, right? So now we're left just kind of thinking, okay, well, there's nothing at CES now. What's going to happen? Now, could that be because they just acquired Arcade 1-Up properties and assets that maybe we want to let the dust settle a little bit? Maybe in summer sometime, give it 4 to 6 months. There's a statement that's put out. Things are kind of back rocking and rolling. Who knows, right? Now, it's going to be very interesting with like club stores and stuff, like with Basic Fun, like with the Arcade 1-Up, like, is there going to be an XL at Costco every year? It stopped because Arcade 1-Up is selling their stuff now. It's really confusing. Like I said, maybe we're all just waiting for the dust to settle and things to clear, right? And they can come back doubly strong back at it again under the Arcade Classics, Arcade 1-Up name, and try to knock it out of the park for the first time on the second try, right? So maybe that's kind of the thinking, and maybe that's why CES is nothing. Is it disappointing? Yeah, guys, it is. We look for this time to really get excited about new stuff that's coming out. to really set the tone for the rest of the year. But I get it. If companies are like, listen, we're not going to do like what Iconic did. We don't want to get you hyped and then you're just going to get pissed off at us at the end of the day because we can't deliver a product right now. Totally understand it. It would just be cool to start seeing some stuff come down the pipeline. And when I say seeing some stuff, I'm talking about XL, guys. Iconic has already stated they're only making XLs, right? So if you guys aren't an XL fan and you want to get Double Dragon or Alpha 2, it's really going to look weird in your game room, guys, when you got deluxes next to XLs. And I get the arcades were all different sizes, but the arcades were never different widths. They're all generally the same width. That's what we're talking about. So it's really going to look weird with 17-inch screens like the 19. I don't know, right? But I know Basic Fun, they still announced a Supreme line. And we saw things like Star Wars that is now canceled, it looks like. Centipede Asteroids. Centipede. We saw a Star Wars box of a Supreme. God, can I get my hands on that prototype, please? Like, just do the one, I'll take it, and I'll put it in my game room. We saw, the promotions for WrestleFest. It was there. Pictures of that were there. So there's been a lot of breadcrumbs of, 4 cabinets that could potentially be an XL size that we could see. Plus, Basic Fun wanted to do shooters and drivers. So 2026 should be interesting. If I got to be honest with you, if only 3 XLs came out, maybe it's a disappointment. I don't know, but I'm hoping because you got 2 companies now doing stuff. If Basic Fun can put 2 or 3 XLs out, and the same for my, Iconic Arcade, you're looking at possibly 4 to 6 extra large cabinets per year, or at least for 2026. We're rocking and rolling, man. That's really, really cool. And that's some real good stuff to hear. Plus, I want to see some cool, new, and exciting titles. So the passion, the emotion is still there surrounding these said titles. And I'm very excited. I'm still optimistic, right? I used to be like, everything is awesome, but it is, right? But I'm still optimistic that stuff's gonna come to fruition. Because if it's not, I gotta be honest with you guys, if it's not, this game room is gonna look real different behind me. We're gonna have an Alpha 2 cab right here. I'm gonna have a Killer Instinct cab, and everything else is gonna be bookshelves of quarter arcades. I gotta be honest with you, and it's funny because Matt and Ben both said to me, they're like, your backdrop there, trust me, it's gonna be all bookcases. And I'm like, oh, I said, shut up, no way. And are they right? Or come on, I mean, that's wild. All right, let me see. I've done enough yapping on this subject. Let me see what you guys have to say. Yeah, but Duke Dog. So listen, it's not Duck 3 Dog. It's not Duck 3 Dog, by the way. It's Duke Dog. Duke Dog. Listen, the announcements happen day 1. No one goes to CES and announces something on day 3 or day 2. Like last year, it was like 6:30, 7 a.m. I got people going live for breaking Iconic news, right? So this is immediately the gates open day 1. It is because they want that press for the entire time, right? Iconic had it the whole time. It was they had, I don't know, IGN, CNN. I mean, the shorts are still up there. You can see it. But it was madness, right? And so that's where we actually had the most people ever watching us on a live stream on that day. That's wild. That's how impactful it was. I'm telling you guys, the XL size cabinet is going to change home arcade. The only possibility it's not is if companies don't make it. Not enough people have gotten to discover what an XL cabinet feels, looks, and plays like. I'm telling you, once you get on one, you will never touch a deluxe ever again. Okay? It doesn't matter your space. It doesn't matter your size. Because let's say your space, you only got 3 cabinets, right? You fit 3 cabinets in your space. You go out, you get the Glen FU, that's an XL size cabinet, multi-cade, and you go out and get 2 dedicated cabinets, right? Whether it be a shooter, a driver, whatever you want to do, right? It could be an Alpha 2, it could be a Killer Instinct behind me. It just feels better. It is just so much bigger. The screen is bigger. Like everything about the cabinet just feels the way a real arcade should. It's closer to that recreation. So yeah. Calvin Wong says, Danny, have you used OTG on your 4K pinball? No, I have not. I get everything native. I buy it or get some of them from At Games natively. So I have not connected to PC. I'll tell you, if you get a new PC, it's going to be for streaming. Because I'm running on an i5 right now, and I want to be running on like an i7, i9, 64 gigs of RAM, rocking and rolling, so there's no stuttering. Yeah, that would be ideal, Vic Vicious. Double Dragon should be $5.99 cab, no more. That's just, because why not, right? Earn that trust back. That's what I'm saying. Retro Roofer says, if nothing comes out this year, I think arcades are done. We've been saying this every year. It doesn't. Retro Roofer, you're beating the drum like I am. I felt like 2024 was told it was the year of the XLs. Okay, 2024, nothing happens. 2025, nothing happens. And I'm talking about for these size cabinets, 2026 now. And it's like, how much more do you have to move the goalposts back? Right? You're just like teasing us with the carrot on the string. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like watching grass grow, paint dry, water boil. I mean, at this point, water boiling is moving faster than home arcade. I don't understand why it's so difficult for these companies to put out product. Other companies seem to be doing just like Quarter Arcades doesn't have a problem. Oh, we want to make that one? Okay. Yes, could they have run into things with RoboCop or Ghostbusters, but then something else is replacing in the pipeline. You don't just go to bat with one bullet in the chamber. Oh, Double Dragon is not going to work. Okay, well, we can't do anything. No, you should have 18 titles already lined up to let it rip, Chocolate Chip. Like, right? You literally have people begging to spend their money in this hobby, and nobody is delivering. I mean, Basic Fun delivered, Arcade 1-Up did. I understand that, but I don't know. B. Kirby says Double Dragon wasn't promised. They're going to make their money on their second cab. No way in hell they're selling Double Dragon for $5.50. Hey, I get B. Kirby, listen, you miss every shot you don't take in life. Okay, if you don't shoot the ball, you're never gonna make it. So that's my shot to Iconic Arcade. Earn the trust back, baby. You're not gonna have one person in this chat tonight say, no, we're good. We'd rather pay the extra $150 on that cabinet. That's all I'm saying. Earn the trust back. You started it out with that discount on the Street Fighter. Let's keep it going, and now we're even Steven. That's all I'm saying. Double Dragon's a good-looking arcade, and it is a title, but at the end of the day, the game's not good. The NES version is way better. You would get bored of it really quickly. Listen, I'll say this. You're right. The cabinet looks gorgeous. It just, there's something about it that just looks so damn cool and retro and nostalgic. But I will say this. Companies don't stop making new titles. It might not be for you. Crystal Castles XL might not be for Retro Roofer. It might not be for B. Kirby. Hell, it might not even be for Chris Nooner. But it is for me. And it could be for the next guy. And then, right? So like, don't stop making new titles. We don't need to see Mortal Kombat Deluxe again. Mortal Kombat XL, yes, but Mortal Kombat Deluxe, never again. If you want one, go to Ollie's, BJ's, wherever for $2.99. Have at it, Hoss. We make new stuff. All of these games are iconic and legendary. That's why we are still talking about them today. I gave the companies a list several shows ago, twice. I set these companies up for the next 25 years. All of these titles are redunculous, okay? They're all good. There's not a debate for any of this. Now, I understand if you can't get things done, licensing, maybe things are just too out of reach, but make it happen. You got Quarter Arcades selling Zookeeper. Where's the Zookeeper XL? Day one buy for the CornerCade. I'm telling you. Chat, what do you think? I mean, where's the Bad Dudes XL? Day one buy. Stop overthinking things and overanalyzing. We could get Quarter Arcades on the show to break down the sales, because I think they're doing just fine, right? And other companies like, I don't know, man. Burger Time XL, one game on it. I don't know if we could do it. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, that's why I love Quarter Arcade so much, because they get it. It's one game on the cabinet. That's all you need. That's all you need. If you feel like you need more games, Go get a mini PC and hook it up to your 85-inch TV in the living room, right? Or go get the FU cap, or go get the ALU and have your one multicade. I don't need every arcade to be a multicade. That's like you're ripping the heart and the soul out of arcades, right? That's the whole point, for there just to be one game on it. If you wanted to do like a Star Wars XL and put all 3 Star Wars games, fine, right? They're all, I get it. It's not, but like a Centipede cap, you don't need Missile Command on there. It's so frustrating. Like, just put Centipede and Millipede and be done with it. That's the game. Like, that's the heart and the soul. I don't know. We'll get to you guys. We'll get to you guys. Duke Dog, baby, says, when there was a Star Wars Supreme box, I thought they weren't doing it in that form factor. Listen, I want a Star Wars XL. I'm very disappointed that we're not getting one, at least not right away. I don't know. JJ says, basic fun. Should take the top 5 or 10 arcade 1-up cabs, re-release them to hold folks over, then work on the new well-built machines with all of the correct, like even putting those correct features in, like doing a Dragon's Lair Deluxe and getting it all right? Tron Deluxe, Burger Time Deluxe. That would satisfy a lot of people, guys. I'm telling you, even a Big Blue Deluxe, right? And dare I say, a Blitz Deluxe. I know it's crazy. Simpsons Deluxe. No, don't come after me. But those cabinets would be great. The improved slanted control panel, like the speaker grill covers, like you could go on and on, right? Like yes. B Kirby, you're saying middle to end of 2026, we're going to see some action, maybe at a basic fun. That would be cool. Nooner, I don't know if we get more than 1 or 2 XL Supremes a year. If we're lucky, from the companies combined, that would be disappointing. I can handle, at the bare minimum, I could do 1 of each company, 2, so you get a new cab every 6 months. Okay. Right? Okay, I can handle that. But then it's got to be on a consistent time frame, right? That would, I don't know, right? I don't know. John J says, believe it or not, I think New Wave Toys and Numskull are going to have the biggest news this year. There's some things cooking with quarter arcades for sure. New Wave Toys got to get all that stuff out, which it seems like that is the plan, to just dump all the pre-orders out, which would be great. Kind of start clean for 2026 and kind of then get themselves as a company hype for new titles coming out. I know quarter arcades, they got jukeboxes coming out. They got the Battle Zone coming out. They got Pong. I mean, and then there's going to be some few surprises trickled in, plus the Arcades Decades book, which is dope. I want to get my hands on that for sure. A lot of cool, exciting things, plus the products that they already had that you can still get and are available, which is really, really cool. Oh, let's go here. Provolone Joe in the house with the $2 super chat. Let's go, baby. He says, is the Wonderland pinball still coming to the CornerCade? We shall see. I have a spot cleared out, and I don't know. Again, we were promised some things. I don't know if we're going to go pinball or something else. Because if I have, like, I'm pointing over there like you can see this, right? But I have a spot, we cleared out the closet. We got room for 2 more XLs. Because you lose a little bit of space when you switch over from XL Deluxe, right? 18 inches wide, 22, 24 inches wide, adds up, right? You get the point. So I got one pinball there. I got the AtGames 4KP pinball, right? Do I want to put another pin and call it Pinball Alley and have some cool LED lights, or do I want to put an arcade in there? So everything Provolone Joe is going to be on the line for that. It's going to really depend on what comes out and what's your power rankings, right? So for example, if nothing comes out and I had the Alpha 2, okay, let's get the Wonderland, right? Let's shoot our shot with the Wonderland. But if everything comes out that like we're interested in as a family, right? Let's just say Star Wars XL, we get WrestleFest, Alpha 2, and Double Dragon. It's like, okay, well, where are these things ranked on the depth chart, right? Because I want to get the best of the best right now, right? And maybe certain things can come to certain stores, and maybe there's discounts at said stores. So shopping harder. That's why I haven't gotten a claw machine right away. Will my kids love a claw machine? Of fucking course my kids were going to love a claw machine. But I'm personally waiting for them to be discounted off of Costco or find one for a really good price on Marketplace. That's in my area. I've seen a couple of them, $350 outside my traveling distance, which is kind of bummer. But I'm going to take a look at that. But again, great example, like a claw machine will come to fruition at some point, right? Just waiting. I don't want to pay $650 for a claw machine. You know what I mean? So we're waiting. We're making moves and we're waiting. So we'll see. Retro Roofer, and thank you, Provolone Joe, for supporting the channel. Retro Roofer says mini arcades is the future of arcades. It's been obvious for a year and a half. You're not wrong, because like these companies are coming out and making things like, I mean, come on. Day one buy Crystal Castles XL. Are you kidding me? You know, be nuts. Can you imagine you guys getting a deluxe XL lunar lander? I mean, that's not gonna blow your, but dude, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like that, there's history behind that. That analog thruster. Can you imagine like playing that on a deluxe or an XL? That would be cool. That would be cool. Why can't companies do that? Don't get it. I don't understand. Yes, it is pronounced Duke Dog. See, I've got it right from day one, homie. I don't know what everybody else is doing. Don't worry, I make plenty of mistakes on the show. I made like 3 just right out of the jump. So I'm not perfect either. Yeah, Retro Rover, it's getting to that point. Believe it or not, I have talked to a couple people behind the scenes at one point to come out with an extra large cabinet. People that make good money that could put that together. It never came to fruition. I was doing all that stuff behind the scenes. Trust me, guys, I want this community to get what they deserve, right? Like that's the whole, because it's true. Companies are moving like a tortoise down the road. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't. It's a head scratcher. There's got to be a reason why, right? Chris Nooner says tariffs, shipping costs, puts the kibosh on things last year. Overused excuse, but it's true. They could get us products, but they would have cost a lot more money. We'll see. You know, is that same excuse going to translate into 2026? I don't know. You know, maybe that has to do with it. I know that had something to do with it from all companies alike. But then take steps to get over that, right? Corner Arcades, again, they built a factory in North Carolina. When we go to order things off of their cornerarcades.us website, actually, hold on, it's cornerarcades.us, US website. They're coming from the States. There is no surcharge of any of this stuff. So do that. Like, that's why I love these guys so much, is because they're driving the cost down for the customer. They built offices in LA, right? Like, they're making money moves. Like, this is what everybody should be doing. I should have that same opportunity to have XL cabinets just like this and quarter arcades. These quarter arcades are dope. There's so many reasons why. If you don't have one, you gotta trust me with this. If you buy one, you can always return it, right? Like, you gotta trust me. I'm not the only one that's speaking about it too. All right, where we at? Where we at here? The not here is here with a comment. Any bash and run games are kind of boring without having insert quarters to continue. Just my opinion. Yeah, you're talking about the beat 'em ups. Yeah, because you can just keep coining up and coin your way through. You're right. It lost some of that special sauce, right? Because when you only have that 1 quarter or those handful of quarters, you want to try to get as far as you can. That's why I do limit myself. Limit yourself to a 1 quarter challenge, right? Or limit yourself to, okay, I'm going to play with only 3 continues, right? Or only $1, only 4 continues, right? You got to do that. You got to stay honest to yourself. But yeah, you can just coin through and play right away. What's the point, right? So we do that a lot. You know, my kids will just keep quartering in. They don't care. It's okay. I'll just play with them and have fun. But limit yourself. Bring a challenge. But yes, you're right, because those games were built on the quarter system. And if you have unlimited continues, well, it's not really fun anymore. So I totally understand you on that part. Glairzilla, man, thank you so much, man, for being here and stopping by, baby. Always a pleasure. Duke Dog says, Danny, market confidence has been iffy. That's why they did Burger Time. Some titles won't even sell the minimum number of units. For me, I feel like when you put, yes, will some titles do better than others? Of course, but run a sale on those other titles, or I don't know. But all I do know is that every single title that we talk about and we get excited about in home arcade, they're all bangers. That's why they're still relevant 30, 40, 50 years from now, right? Like, what would be the difference here? Let's use this as an example. What would be the difference of buying a quarter scale lunar lander for $320 or a deluxe size lunar lander for $499? Right? Like, is there anybody in the chat that would buy a deluxe lunar lander for $499? I mean, done correctly, all that jazz. It's not like you're using buttons for the thruster. I could be totally wrong, right? But it's just my opinion, right? It's just my opinion. It's what I think. It's what I believe. I just think all of these games are so nostalgic and so iconic. People are going to want to add these things to their home arcade. The Not Here says, I agree with that. One cab, one game or more, but it has to use the same controls as the OG. Yeah, like here's a great example, right? You do a Turtles XL, right? Turtles, you just skin it the normal Turtles arcade game. And then you put Turtles in Time on there. Well, it's the same thing, right? And you could do split skins if you wanted to. If you wanted to really get, if you're really feeling frisky, and you do a Turtles in Time skin and a regular Turtle skin. But like that is an instance where you would have more than one game. Centipede, Millipede, another instance, right? Retro Ruford says they have to know Star Wars XL would completely sell out. A lot of people miss the last version because it's sold out. And they're just telling me the future's not looking, with that, just saying that the future's not looking promising. Yeah, that I would agree with that. Make a lot of good points tonight, my guy. Chat, you are on fire tonight, baby. It's sad. I really wanted that XL Star Wars. Now, will I be able to live life without it? Of course, right? Let's say Tekken XL comes out or something. Oh yeah, Star Wars what? Like, I've already kind of moved on to the next thing. We'll be fine. But I want to be able to fill the gaps that I made because of the products we were promised. And I know things happen. Shit goes down. Life still rotates, right? But I mean, I don't know. It just seems weird. Like, you gotta use every resource possible to get these products out. I don't know. Maybe they are, and we're just here. We're just here waiting still. Spellgood is in the building. If Wonderland comes with those swappable play fields, I'm in. Switching games over every other month would be cool. That would be a cool opportunity. Sell the kit, swap it out, because you're building it anyways with the ramps and all that jazz. That would be pretty cool. John J says, Kicks is truly playable, a playable work of art. And that's why I love these things, because you can display them as cool replica, like, art pieces, and you can play them. You can actually then just pull it off the charger, put it on your desk, and play it. Like, that's why I like, okay, these things are actually really cool. Before I was like, I don't understand the hype. Well, now I understand the hype all too well. B Kirby's in the house. He's saying XL $700 and up, a lot more expensive now. So he's thinking the price is going to be driven up, which could be a bad thing, because I feel like $700 for that XL size cabinet is like the sweet spot. That's kind of where you want to be. Anything more, we're going to complain and people are going to be like, it's not worth it. Anything less is going to be a really good deal. So that's the CES talk, guys. I think it's fair to say that no news is maybe good news right now because of everything that's going on with Basic Fun Arcade 1-Up, letting the dust settle, maybe retooling and rehashing some things to bring in the Supreme line, to bring in additional Ultras, to make sure that they're right? We already know that they're going to have online, they're going to have speaker gold covers, and they're going to have the coin doors. Maybe holding things off from them for right now until they can fine-tune their products, and then they come out swinging with some cool titles with all these enhanced features and proper monitors will be a blessing, right? And Iconic not being there, totally understand. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, let's head over to, let's go to an unboxing. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's unbox something. All right, guys. Let's see what I got going on here. So right here, this is ShowtimeArcadeMods.com. Now I have that link posted. It's pinned in the chat right here. And we talked about this last week, week before. And I was like, man, finally, somebody did a plug and play direct swap kit for IL or haptics to go into your arcade one-ups. Thank Jesus, right? This is great. Because we were able to do this with the buttons. But we had to like solder and do a bunch of other modifications with the joysticks. And I was like, I don't really want to do all that stuff, right? Well, now this is a direct plug and play system. So this is their website right here. Each kit is going to cost you $10. So you're looking at, for each joystick, you're looking at $20. Plus you're going to have to buy the sticks, right? But trust me, it's going to be well worth it. And I'm going to do it to every single extra large cabinet that comes in the building. I promise you, because this is going to be, it feels so much better. So I don't have a second camera, but let's do this. Let me bring this box over. They sent me this box. I want to see what's in it, and I wanted to do it live with you guys because I literally just picked up the mail just now. So I just cut it open. That's all I did. Ooh, I can use this. Got a little bubble wrap here. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is the box. We got a bunch of stuff in here, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna hold it up in just a second. Look at what they sent me. This is like a 3D printed Tron little. I'm gonna put this on my desk. Oh, that's gonna be dope. Okay, look at this, guys. So 3D printed Tron. That looks pretty cool. It's like a little just sign. That's really cool. Man, 3D printing is just nuts, guys. Like you can literally do anything you want, but that's cool. Look at that. That was just included. That's a little just bonus. That's awesome, dude. That is really cool. Yeah, that's definitely going right on my, that's awesome. I got a little, oh, look at this. I got a little something. See, it goes next to the YouTube play button that I got. Look at that, huh? Made it big time. It's made out of Legos. It's great. So we'll put that on the desk too. All right, look at, they also 3D printed Donkey Kong. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. All right, we'll put that off to the side. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Well, look at this. Little Nintendo, a 3D printed Nintendo keychain. I think that would go on a keychain. Well, that's cool. Maybe we'll do some giveaways on the channel or something. That's dope. Yeah, hashtag Tron. There you go, John. Oh, look at, then they got Showtime Arcades, their little logo on there. There you go. That's cool. Maybe we'll do a giveaway on the channel sometime. All right, what are these? Okay, so they got some cards in here. That's cool. So they got a little card here. It's gonna just tell them where to find them on their socials. Okay. And then they got stickers. These are definitely, so they gave me 3 stickers. So that's cool. That's cool. No, soldering is not fun, Chris Nooner. I'm sure it's satisfying. I just didn't want to go ahead and do all that. Like I wanted to be a plug and play solution. So they got me another card here. That's cool. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Everything's labeled. Look, that's nice. Okay, so here, this is the kit. So for Sanwa, so maybe what we'll do here is I will actually put a legit Sanwa joystick in the Pac-Man in a future video. So it looks like this is a plug and play kit for the Sanwa. So that's going to connect to the arcade one-up, to the joystick. Yep, see those 2 connectors? You guys know these 2 connectors all too well. Those 2 connectors for the left, right, and the up and the down. This is perfect. This is awesome. Wow, this is amazing. This is really cool, guys. Okay, what else we got in here? Easy plug and play for Pi PC mod. So here's another cable. I'll probably reach out to them like, well, what is this cable? So easy plug and play for Pi PC mods. So I got this cable here, and this is all on their website, guys. Now, what is this? This is, oh, okay. So these blue and white wires look familiar. So these blue and white wires, we know these for the buttons, which is great. You can never have too many of these. I got a whole stack of these things. But then they got this HDMI thing and this like encoder board. So I'm definitely going to have to ask what this is all about. Because I know this might not work for this is going to be for something else. ARC controller. Maybe when you're hooking it up to a mini PC or whatnot. I don't know. We'll have to ask about this. This I don't know. But this is the star of the show right here. So this, guys, is what this is. Okay? And we got 2 of these. So each baggie essentially is $10. So this is the left, right, and the up and the down. And it'll plug right in your one up. And this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful, guys. Look at this. Is literally what this is. And you just plug it onto the joystick, onto the cherry switches. And you have better sticks. Insane. So, oh my God, okay. So this is incredible. So we got a total of 5 of these, which is, I wish I had 6 because I could evenly do it, but we got 5 of these. So this is awesome. So what I was planning on doing, so each one, this is going to be like the Alpha 2 cab, and this could be like the Midway Golden Tee. Maybe if I put sticks in there. So for this mod project, we're going to bring back Mrs. CornerCade, you damn right, for 2026. So we're going to be modding with Mrs. CC again. I love that, modding with Mrs. CC. So we're going to be modding again with all of this great stuff that we got here. All these wires, guys, are going to be put to use. So we're going to be modding, because the XL cabinets, those are like the permanent fix. So we're not going anywhere with those. So we're not selling them. We're not getting rid of them. Let's see what you guys have to say. Who said, where we at? Oh, wait, Pete Kirby says, my guy Pete at Showtime Gaming is awesome. He's turned 2 of my cabs into multi-cades. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, they're really nice over there. Really cool, guys. Listen, I love supporting good companies and good people. So, yeah, go check them out. Jason, if you haven't already, throw the link in the chat. I got it pinned up, so you guys can go check their website out because they sell a whole bunch of stuff. No, Danny, you got to get a real Pac-Man joystick. It's cheaper for the better experience. Duke Dog, can you help me? A real Pac-Man joystick, let me know. But yeah, I was going to put like a real good, and now I can. Because, where'd it go? Yes, so for the Sanwa. So now I can. Boom, that's so awesome, dude. Oh my God, you guys have no idea. Hey, Cammy, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Danny. Hi, all. Let's go. JJ says, those 3D printed designs are pretty neat, but I'm interested in finding out what they can do with the AO1UP stuff. I have an OG Golden Tee and like to mod a Pi that can run bowling, shuffleboard, and other stuff. All right, let's see here. Let's go over to their website. Let's take a look. So, Arcade 1UP mod kits. They got basic fun up here. I would definitely contact them and reach out to them because I'm sure they could do something. They have a bunch of kits. Dude, I bet you they can do something, no problem. Like, they can make something custom for you. Because they have, like, these complete vertical screen mod kits, like 800 games in it. They have mini PC Pi kits. They have Raspberry kits. I'm sure that's not a problem at all. I don't see it being an issue, JJ. I would reach out to them. Under their contact section, just shoot him an email. He gets back to you real quick. So I would go ahead and do that. That'd be my suggestion. But I'm sure these guys can do something, and they would want to do something. Because I'm sure if one person wants it, there's a whole bunch of people that want it. Nazapalooza, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. I recommend the Suzo Hap 4-way for the Pac-Man. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I didn't do anything initially because I was just I didn't know how to like solder joystick stuff. I mean, like, I'm sure you just crimp the wire off and then you just solder the thing. I just didn't want to do all that, right? And I want to desolder, like, I'd plug and play. That'd be nice. No, we got no new pinball. Is there like a pinball that came out? Did the Wonderland touch ground that I'm not noticing? Or no, I didn't get any new pinball. Thank you, Duke Dog. You sent me the email for the Pac-Man joystick. Beautiful. I will check that after the show. Appreciate it, dude. B Kirby says Pete at Showtime Gaming can do anything. He has a YouTube page. Yes, he does have a YouTube page as well. So that's yeah, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure he'll want to do anything, and I'm sure he'll be able to do anything. Sorry about me. I'm just putting this back together so the kit is all nice and neat. No, real cool little gift package here. That was awesome from Showtime Gaming, Pete over at Showtime Gaming. That's awesome. Good stuff all around. So that was pretty fun. That was cool. I'm excited. So future, I think I don't know. I gotta see how much room, because remember the IL Industrial Lorenzo sticks, they have a bigger plate, so you gotta cut it down if you want it to fit. Ideally, I'm like, dude, let's put it in the X-Men 97 cab. That's gonna be fucking awesome because I always play that cabinet, right? It's all real sticks in there. But then I'm like, ooh, do I want to cut the sticks down and then like moving off the deluxes, sell the deluxes, then I have these cut sticks that I gotta put in an XL, or do I want to keep them nice and not cut for the XL cap? And I'm like, well, wait a second, what other cabinets? I was like, well, the only other XL cabinet I have with joysticks that are just RK one up joysticks would be the Midway Golden Tee. And I'm like, damn, those buttons look really close to that joystick. I'd probably have to cut it down. So I was like, do I just then put the cut sticks in there? Or should I just cut the sticks and put them in there, and I could play like some okay games, like Gauntlet and stuff, using real sticks? Because there is a difference, guys. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about it, right? So again, it's still up. I got to take a look underneath the hood of the Midway Golden Tee. But the first cab for sure, and if all the connections work, which they should, because I'm sure they're very similar, will be the iconic arcade cab. The second one could be like a WrestleFest, right? That comes to fruition because we're going to swap out the sticks to those. So really cool stuff. Showtime Gaming, thank you so much for hooking your boy up, because we're going to put him to use in some future videos that we have going on. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, if you guys want to check them out, oh yeah, you're right. Gauntlet, you probably want the ball top ones. I'll have to see because I'm looking at that thing right now. I'll have to see. We'll see. I wanted these things to be permanent fixtures. I don't want to have to take things out if I'm gonna like move off of a cabinet because it's in a deluxe and I'm trying to sell it, right? Because we're moving any XLs. We'll see. We got some things up in the air, but definitely gonna take advantage of putting them into an XL size cabinet. That's right, Thumper Squid. Thank you for coming by. Let's effing go. That's right, baby. All right. Put the bubble wrap over here. Okay. Oh, where are we at here? Let's remove this. Okay, let's go over to CornerCade's website, because they have a Boxing Day sale going on, guys. And they got their sale going right here, 40% off for, it's 3 more days. I would play it because I don't know if it ends on the 9th or it ends on the 9th at midnight kind of thing. I would at least 2 more days left of their sale. Now, who here has taken advantage of the Boxing Day sale? I want arms in the air. Let's go over here real quick. Who has taken advantage of the sales? Well, I have with now two of them. Yes, because we got one of them off Amazon. So we got Zookeeper. For you guys that are channel members or part of the Discord, you already know. You already seen the pictures. And that brings us now to 5. So we have Lunar Lander, Timothy OG, Bad Dudes, Zookeeper, and Burger Time. Awesome, dude. This is so cool. Now we just made a purchase on another one. Oh, let's go, baby. I had to take advantage of the sale. Before, it was wild because yesterday, guys, they were sold out of kicks, sold out of TMNT OG, sold out of elevator action. And I was like, oh man, they sold out of Turtles in Time. They had Zookeeper, and if I would have known that, I would have just ordered a different cabinet and gotten Zookeeper. They had Zookeeper, Space Invaders, and Bubble Bobble. And I'm just like, okay, it's down to then Space Invaders and Bubble Bobble. Space Invaders isn't on sale. Bubble Bobble is. And I'm like, well, I don't have any nostalgia for Bubble Bobble. That's nothing against Bubble Bobble. I'll be glad to add it to the collection, right? So I'm like, okay, what do I do? What do I do here? I got some, I don't know. What do I do, guys? Here, let me go up here. Make it a little bit bigger for you. So I'm like, I got some decisions to make. So I've been watching gameplay about Bubble Bobble going back and forth. And I really wanted Kicks, but Kicks was sold out. I was going to add Kicks to, well, guess what, guys? Kicks is back in stock, baby, and we purchased Kicks. It is coming to the CornerCade. I've never played the game, but it looks fun, guys. It looks like a must-have to the collection. and I'm really excited about this, guys. I mean, it's a good sale, guys. This is a really good sale. Take advantage of it while you can. But this is what we purchased, and this is going to be coming to the CornerCade. I'm excited. I know my kids will have fun with it, and it's really cool just to collect these things. I gotta be honest with you, they're addicting to collect, man. This is no joke. But there's that. I figure I'd let you guys know that we're gonna be adding that. Let's see. Have any of you guys take advantage of the sales? Chris Nooner says got 3 of them during the sale. Just arrived today. Got them up on the shelf now. Chris, I gotta see what your setup looks like, man. Show me some pictures. Let me know. Just email it to me. Put it in the Discord. I'd love to see it. Which ones did you end up buying? I love checking out people's displays, and these things are so damn cool. I'm gonna get some shelving, and we can kind of go over that in just a second. JJ said buying directly from them has a disadvantage of expensive shipping, but I will say this, but there's a but to that. They have bubble bobbles for like $150 when you add shipping. Tax and tariff fees the same price as Amazon. No, JJ. No. Let me help you out here live in the building, baby. Tuesday night, let's go show. You do not order from CornerCade's website directly. You order from the CornerCarcades.us website. So if you already have that, great. Because if you go to the CornerCade's website, yes, you are ordering them from the UK, and you are paying a tariff fee, and you are going to pay for a whole bunch of other stuff. So stay on the website. Here, I'll put the website in here. Let's go back one, get you the right website here. Here you go. I want to make sure everybody's on the right pace here, okay? So there's what I'm looking at right now. So I put the link in the chat. Now, with all that out of the way, right? Yes, you got to pay like $18 to $20 for shipping, but you don't pay taxes on these things. So just look at it as free shipping, and you're going to pay $20 in taxes, right? You'd pay that anyways in taxes, right? So it's tomato. It's free shipping, right? Let's just look at it like that. Same thing. Amazon, if you're an Amazon, Prime person, you're going to get it for free, but then you have to pay taxes on it, right? So tomato. It doesn't really matter. So all things considered, I want to make sure I'm steering you in the right direction so you take advantage of the sale. You know what I mean? Retro Roofer says, I would buy, I would, but time they, hold on a second. Whoa, I got to really look. I would, but time they add the shipping and the tariffs are back up to the, no. Guys, dude, this is what I'm here for. John Jay, I got your back, homie. Like, trust me. I saw this too. And I went to their this is the confusing thing. And dude, this is what I'm here for, guys, to help you guys out. I went to their European website, and this is the confusing thing. I got 2 different websites. I'm like, whoa, Jesus, that's a lot of money for that. Now, I will say this. If you go to justgeek.com, is a UK website as well. Like, you can get not Burger Time. You can get Dig Dug on there for $155. But then there's like a little bit of fees. But I gotta be honest with you guys, if you missed out on some of these cabinets, like you can get the 7-Up machine over there and stuff. Like we'll go over there too. Here, let me bring this down real quick. PB&J, I got Space Invaders coming too. That'll be a review unit. I'll be reviewing that. I cannot wait. Dude, these things are so damn cool. Guys, listen, I'm not just saying this. I bought 3 of them. Like, it's not like they're just sending all of these for free. You know what I mean? Like, these things are so cool. I believe in the product, what they're doing. I believe in the people. They are incredible people over there at CornerCade. Listen, if you were tired of like Arcade 1-Up people not listening to you and treating you like crap, this is a complete 180, right? Like, these people care. They listen through their Facebook. They love you guys. Like, it's a whole different experience, right? Okay, so Space Invaders is a must-have, just saying it's amazing. I am going to discover that and do a review on it. I'm very excited. Christopher says it's still $70 and $8 cheaper than buying from the US site versus Amazon. Yes, that's why I took advantage of the US site. So head over there, guys, if you didn't. I know John Jay. Yes. Order from there. So let's go to their other website just to kind of show you the difference here. Let me see if I can pull this up. I purposely stay away from this website because I don't want to confuse it too. Let's go to Just Geek real quick. Let's see if it's justgeek.com, which it's not. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Okay, let's see. So I know Just Geek sells this stuff. Man, it's kind of a tease because like they got some really cool stuff in here. So let's let's bring this up for you guys so you guys can see the Just Geek website. And they got some cool stuff over here too. So like here, for example, like you can't get this 7-Up machine in the States, but you can get it here, right? But now there's a caveat to this stuff. So they can get to that Pepsi. These cakes look really cool, dude. Oh my God. So the pricing is similar, but then you're going to add in the tariffs and all that. But yeah, stay away from like the UK websites. Go to the United States website. Here's the Dig Dug, which I would love to have because we kind of missed out on that. Let me just do this real quick. Let me click on that just so we're not giving anything away real quick. I'm just going to add it to the cart and see what you guys. It's on sale normally $260. It's $155, right? This is just for Dig Dug, just for an example, right? Okay, good thing I did this because it's got my address all over this. Okay, so think about it like this, guys. So I'm just going to do the math, okay? So Dig Dug quarter arcade scale on Just Geek, right? Subtotal $155, right? Shipping is $71. And then the duties, the Trump imposed duties is $31. So you're looking at a total of $258. Let's just say $260 to get it here. Which, I mean, that's on par with not having anything else, but then it kind of takes the sale price out of it. Like, I get that, right? Now let me do the same thing with the Coke machine. Let's do the 7-Up one. Heads up 7-Up, right? Let's do that real quick. Let me add this to the cart. Let's take the Dig Dug out. Let's check out and see what we got. So, same kind of dealio. The duties is going to be $46. Shipping is $71. So, you got the subtotal of $103, right? Because it's only $103 for that, which is a cool price. So, it comes out to $222. So, that's the Just Geek. The same thing is going to happen for the Quarter Arcade's website, right? So let's pull that down. Now let's go back to the States. So let's go back to the States website here real quick. Okay, here we go. Let's go big. There we go. Beautiful. Let's bring me up here so you guys can see a little bit better. Chris Nooner says, Just Geek is where I got the 7-Up one from. Only time I bought from that website because of the extra charges. Yeah, so if you really want something like the Dig Dug that they don't sell anymore, or the 7-Up Pepsi machines, right? And you got to pick and choose your battles. $222 is at the end of the world. It's on par with a non-sale price, right? But it takes away. But you got to understand, right? If it's nostalgia for you, that's what you really want. Then have at it for sure. So Chris got the TMNT, the Zookeeper, and elevator action today. Dude, that's dope. That is awesome. I'll take some pictures of the mini shelves and send them to you next week. I'm at work, unfortunately. No rush. No worries, man. Thank you. Because I just get excited to see people's setups. Kind of inspires me on what to do. And I will actually break down a setup that I'm planning on doing for you guys as well. Damn, I have it on my phone, actually. But I'll look it up again for you guys. So here's the website. Let's just say, let me do this again. Let me add something to the cart. Let's just say we're doing kicks real quick. I had Bubble Wobble in there before I was ready to go. Okay, let me just proceed to check out here. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. So if you go to the Quarter Arcade's website, you add it to the cart, right? Shipping's $20, subtotals $150 for the cabinet. You're looking at $169, $170, right? Shipping is much cheaper, and there's no duties import because it's shipping out of North Carolina. So they built their warehouse here to avoid that, to drive the cost down, which is great. Like, that's incredible for a company to do something like that. So there we're at right there, $170. So I took advantage of the sale. That's a good question. Would anybody buy a mini fridge size vending machine? That would be kind of cool. But it'd be shrunk down. It would look weird. All right, let's see here. So a lot of people have Space Invaders, which is dope. That's cool. That's one I'm going to be getting to, so that's going to be awesome. But yeah, I'll pretty much have the collection, guys. Let's go back to the website here. Let's see here. So go like this. So I don't have elevator action, Bubble Bobble, and Turtles in Time. In my setup, the 4-player cabinets So I'll be able to put like 2 per shelf because it's like a cube. But if I have a 4-player, it's funny. It's like the 4 players are always getting in the way, right? I'll only be able to do 1. Should we mod it into a 2-player? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, Chris, I wish too, man. They used to have Dig Dug on their Amazon website, like I passed it up like a fool like 2 years ago, and I'm like, I just didn't understand the hype, and should have got it. It was like $120. It was such a good deal. Wish the Dig Dug was on the US site still, and wish they would re-release Galaga and Galaxian. They are. So from what I'm gathering is that they're going to re-release the ones like that, and they're going to have better screens in it, and they're going to light up the coin doors, because those ones, the coin doors didn't light up because the machines that they had, all the coin door light bulbs were burnt out. So it's kind of like a funny story. So they just assume that it didn't light up because you got 4 Bandai Namco cabs and other lights. They talked about that story on stream with us. So so they are going to re-release them. I don't know when. I cannot wait. I stupidly said to my son, I said, he's playing Bad News. I say they're gonna come out with a Ghostbusters like that in the future. Every day now, he's asking me for the Ghostbusters cabinet. I'm like, son, they're still getting the rights to the sound effects, so I don't know when that's coming out. You gotta wait. You gotta hold your horse. I shouldn't have said anything. He's 3, but I shouldn't have said anything because he's asking every day. But the RoboCop is going to be badass, guys, and the Ghostbusters will be cool. All of these, I'm looking right at them. That's why I keep looking over here. But all these things are super cool. They're just cool toys, man. I'm telling you, they're cool toys. Yeah, they're doing, so they got a big lineup, hopefully for 2026. We're looking at, they're going to do the book, right? Because that's going to be awesome. They're going to do the book. They're going to do 3 jukeboxes. A 70s, 80s, and a 90s, which you can get all of them. And I think you can like sync 2 of them up to create like better sound. And they're going to have like Spotify playlists and 2 that you can share with the community and stuff. It's going to be dope. They're doing Pong, the Battle Zone must buy. Pong is going to be dope. It's going to be really cool. Ghostbusters and Robotron, hopefully. Polybius, these are all cool things. And then maybe some surprises trickle in depending on what comes out, what doesn't come out, is what they kind of hinted at. So we'll get them on the show again. Trust me. I know you guys I want to talk to them. I know you guys do. So if there's anything down the pipeline, we're gonna get them on and talk about it for sure, because those guys are so cool. Mike Hawker says Numskull have nice prices for their US store, especially when you don't have to pay the $60 shipping. I still only have Burger Time, but looking to add a few more in 2026. Yeah, they're dude. The entry drug for sure was the Burger Time at $99. Like if you didn't have one, and I'm telling you, anybody that picked up a Burger Time, everybody's saying that these things are awesome. And then you kind of go from there, right? Like the Lunar Lander's great. They're all just so cool. They just like arcades, man. They all have their own nostalgia. Like each cabinet shape, they just play cool. Like you can actually play them. They're great to just listen to the attract modes, have them running, and really showcase them off in a beautiful setup, which we plan on doing now in the future. Yes, the CornerCade is expanding yet again. Can you believe it? Yeah, I know. Honestly, every time I'm on a show, it costs me money. Hey, same here, man. And I still got a birthday coming up, so maybe I'll see if I get elevator action for my birthday or something for my wife. We'll see. Okay, so here, let me show you guys something real quick. Let me go over to a website, and if you guys, I had to do some digging on this, guys. I'm like, how can I maximize my setup in such a small space, right? So I'm working with a space that's about, I don't know, 100 inches tall, could be more, right? Because it's in a closet, doesn't matter. I'm going to be gutting out a closet and doing some cool stuff. About 46 inches wide, 100 inches high. And I'm like, what? How in the world? And I went to the number one source company I used to work for, IKEA, baby. IKEA is phenomenal. And what's funny is a European company co-planning with a European company right now, right? Makes sense. In perfect harmony. So I went over to IKEA's website, right? Let's go shopping real quick. I bet you never done this on a home arcade website. Gone shopping on IKEA's website. Let's go. All right, let me share this with you guys so you guys can see what I'm looking at. But I'm gonna give you some helpful hints because I already did the research for you guys. All right. So we're typing Billy bookcase. All right. So if you have the same kind of dimensional layout that I have, this is what you need to get right here. Okay, now $60. That is a steal, right? That's a good deal for this. Now, I'm going to do 3 of these back to back to back, right? Now, again, too, something you might want to just consider is that I'm going to be drilling the backs in just a small little hole so I can feed the cords through. That's what I do. I have a Billy bookcase now that if you've seen the setup, if you're a CornerCade Crew channel member, you know what I'm talking about. So go join for 99 cents a month. And you don't even see the hole. The CornerCade covers that. Looks beautiful. You could put LED lights in here. You could put the mini posters all up in here. You could do some really, really cool stuff. Now, you got to understand where we go. Let's do this right here. Well, here, first of all, they have different colors. I'm going with this one. The black brown, right? You can do white. You can do this tan. This tan one looks kind of cool. The brown oak. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to put 3 of these back to back to back together, okay? Now, the dimensions are all here, if you can see that. I don't know if you can. Okay, there we go. I'll zoom in for you guys so you can kind of see. Now, this is great. I've already done the work for you guys, right? Okay, so if you have a setup, this is how you can improve your setup. I know there are several people that have these that might be running out of room, like we are, actually. So here, this piece right here cannot be removed, right? Because that's kind of what hounds these, which is fine. That's not a problem. All these shelves are adjustable, as you see with these little dots here. You guys can see that, right? Those little dots. Okay. So you're going to take this shelf out. You're going to move this one up a little bit. You're looking at about 18 inches high for each one. The tallest cabinet I have is Lunar Lander at 18 inches. Most of these cabinets sit at 16 and 17 inches high. So you're going to have this board right here, do this. So you can fit 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can fit 2 on a shelf, right? So you're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8. That's where you're going to fit 8. 8 times 3, that's 24, baby. So we're going to fit 24 arcade cabinets in this massively cool setup. So I'm very excited about that. It will be the same thing as here. So it'll be really cool. And then what I do, guys, you know, if it's just a little helpful to the community now. Yeah. Richard Della, thank you so much, man, for being here. We are shilling IKEA, baby. Let's go. So yeah. So easy. I'm trying to help you guys here. I did the work for you guys. I love you. I love you guys. So what I do is I get a USB hub. Now, if you have the 7-Up or the Pepsi, God bless you. You know, you put that in the middle and you can run the wires up and down. I got a USB hub off of Amazon, and it literally, so this little cutout here, guys, down here, if you can see it, it literally just goes right in here, and all the cords are going to feed up. They all go from behind. So this is going to be a phenomenal setup, guys. So you can head over to IKEA's website. I don't need to post that in the video description. I'm pretty sure you guys know what that is. And the cool thing here, check this out, guys. Look at this light. So I might even put like a light here on top, you know. I'm sure it's like $10. You know, put a little light on all 3 of them and really add some cool effect. This is the IKEA game. What do you guys think? I'm excited to build this setup. So it's going to be in the closet. It's going to look phenomenal. During the room tour, it's going to be great. But like I said, hey, if nothing from Home Arcade comes out, and we're going to have like 2 cabinets like in the corners here, back there, and I'm going to have nothing but bookcases all around. It's going to be dope. It's going to be like studying time with the CornerCade, but we're going to have corner arcades at the wazoo in this sumbitch. So it's going to be great. It looks, I think 2, because so if you do the measurements, let's go back to our measurements. They're about 15 inches wide. And if you measure them, JJ, let's go back here. If you measure them, JJ, width-wise, they're about 6 inches, 6.5 inches. So it'll fit like 2. Now, for your 4-player cabinet, it's only going to fit 1, but then you can put the accessories on there, like your radiator, your gumball machine, your posters, you know, have those fit in there cool. It'll be cool. So take a look for yourself. Go to IKEA's website if you guys need to, or you're planning on doing stuff. That's just my 2 cents. I did that. I've been looking everywhere for, well, how am I going to store all these things, right? Because you can't just have them all willy-nilly. And the cool thing is you can pull them out, play them. You can play them right on the shelf if you wanted to. The corner Kia. The corner Kia. That's funny. Rich Odella says, keep it up, I hear. They compensate well with the Swedish meatballs. All kidding aside, IKEA is great for maximizing small spaces. That's exactly where I went. Again, I used to work for IKEA, guys. This company's phenomenal, right? And I'm like, yeah, because they're European, and Europeans are all about maximizing the space. That's probably why Quarter Arcades makes a quarter scale size, right? Put 2 and 2 together, getting 4, baby. So there you go, right? There you go. JJ says most corner arcades are like 18 inches tall or slightly less. The bookshelf is 80 inches tall. So yeah, it's like 3 spaces, 20 inches tall each, right? Yeah, if you do the math, it's all there. So you should fit 8. You should be able to fit 8. And guess, Calvin, the cool thing is you can add glass doors to these. You can add a bunch of accessories too, which is awesome. Yeah, no, you should be able to fit 8 is what I'm saying. 2 per shelf, 2, 4, and then 6, 8. So about 80 inches tall. Yeah, that's what we're looking at, right? I hope, because I don't want to go buying these things and my math is all wrong now. So, JJ, draw it up for me if you can. Wouldn't that be hilarious? I just gave you all this advice and it's completely wrong. Yeah, you can add in like a bunch of stuff. Like they have a bunch of accessories. Like you could put a glass door on these things too, guys, if you wanted to keep it like dust free, which is pretty neat. So I thought I'd share that with you. All right, let's go. Let's get out of there. All right, guys, the time is now. That is the show. We have wrapped up in an hour and a half. We went a little bit long. I do appreciate the support here from Vic Vicious and Provolone Joe tonight. Really do appreciate you donating to the channel and everybody in here tonight, live and in the building. We got this cool little desk trinket. Look at this thing, guys. Look at that. That's neat. That's really cool, man. Guys, if you want to know where that came from, it's gonna go right here. Look at that, fits right underneath my monitor, like perfectly. That is cool. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. Do I put it here? Do I put it there? I'll have to figure that out after the show. Scaredy Cat Arcade. There's still room for your dolls. I mean, action figures, not dolls. No, I don't have. Listen, I love Carl. He's got a great setup. Detroit love. But there's no dolls in the CornerCade. Only the arcades. Now, my daughter, if she wants to bring in her Barbie dolls, have at it, Hoss. She can do that. My kid wants to bring in Ghostbusters and play with the arcades. That's perfectly fine on my watch. That is too funny. But yeah, I outgrew the space pretty quickly. I didn't realize how fast that's gonna. And then with their 2026 lineup coming, it's like, oh man, I better get up or get out the way here. I got to expand this thing. So we'll do that. And like I said, we'll just kind of keep waiting. It could be a shuffle. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Tony C, no sir, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Sometimes I play with the dolls, guys. Sometimes, I mean, I got a daughter and I got a son. He loves to play action figures and stuff too. What about Guy Gardner? Guy Gardner's in the back. Here, I'll show you real quick. I'll show you real quick because he asked. Yeah, see, Guy Gardner's been chilling out. Shout out to James Hates Everything for gifting this to me. Guy Gardner has always been here. Guy Gardner. He needs friends though. We need to get like 2 more superpower friends to hang up with him back there. We got to do that for sure. Now I gotta go rehang that. Thanks, guys. Making me do all this work tonight. The doll player, what's that? Oh, my daughter said something about that. She said Labubu's, and I'm like, you got a boo-boo? Like, I was like, what are you talking about? What KI? When you talking about the corner arcades? Yeah, I reached out. I reached out to that guy. I was talking to him. He makes some cool stuff, but they're like $800. Like they're expensive, very expensive. Evil Genius Entertainment, buddy. I got the kicks. The kicks corner arcade is coming. You guys missed it. You're gonna have to rewind the show, guys. You guys missed it. I gave a bunch of IKEA room tips for the corner arcade skills. Just rewind the show when we're done. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, Zero Redux, I don't know. I know he went on vacation. That's the last I heard of him. He went on vacation with his family for the holidays. Yeah, Labubu. Static dolls? Satanic dolls? What's a Labubu? I don't know. The kids nowadays. I'm starting to feel old now. Because I'm like, honey, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, Kicks is great. Hey, listen, Evil Genius. I've never played Kicks at all, ever. But I think it looks cool. like the gameplay. I think it's going to be a fun and addicting game. So I've never played it. Gonna get to play it. I've turned my kids to love it. I took advantage of the sale. So there's a second cab we bought for the sale. We got Zookeeper and I bought Kicks. I think that's a great deal for both of those. Israel Gaming, thank you so much, man, for coming here. Turtles in Time Turtles in Time was on the list too. I'm kind of thinking about it, but if I get a 4-player cab, the setup that I have, I'll lose a spot for a second because if we smash them together, see, 4-player arcades are always taking up too much room, right? All jokes aside. Satanic, as in the devil or politician. Satanic. Labubu. So Labubu is a politician. So Labubus are the devil dolls? Is that what you're trying to add? Is 1 + 1 = 2 right now? What are we doing here? Oh boy, you guys are hilarious. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. I love each and every one of you guys at the end of the day. 2026, we are rocking and we are rolling, baby. I really hope that each and every one of you guys has a great holiday. All right, let's bring that down a little bit, guys. Can you hear me? Great. Guys, leave a comment down below. Give this video a like on your way out. And we'll bring this a little bit down. Guys, there we go. See that comfort. You guys hear this? Let's go, baby. Give this video a like on your way out, guys. And as always, see you from the CornerCade, guys. And we'll see you in the next one. In the next episode. Are you guys excited? Guys, get hyped for retro gaming, baby. We're back.